pause the rest of the video. Hello, my name is Allie and this is Allie Shares. Welcome to my channel. I recently put up a video talking about my journey with brain cancer, which is what it is. I originally wanted to make a video about, that's part of my brain cancer, by the way. When I sit there and try to think of a word like video, it just doesn't come to me. That's a new thing that comes with brain cancer, which is fine. Anyway, I wanted to make a video addressing why weight loss surgery. People who have weight loss surgery, I think, get this all the time. Some people get it said to their face, and some people get it thought behind their back, but it's always there, and it's fucking annoying. Why weight loss surgery? Why not just keep the pie out of your mouth and put on some tennis shoes and go for a walk every now and then? Huh? Fatty? Why not just do that? Why do you have to have someone go in and surgically remove your stomach? Or reroute your intestines? Or put a tube around your stomach? Whatever surgery you've been through. And I'm here to tell you why. Hello, my name is Allison, and I am an addict. My addiction is food. It is becoming more and more common. Not because people have decided that it's a cop-out, but because we're becoming educated as a society and as a scientific community to understand the kinds of triggers that happen in your brain when you consume sugar. Nobody is addicted to salad. Nobody is addicted to well-balanced meals. People are addicted to fatty foods, carbohydrates. People are addicted to sugar. Why? Fatty foods and carbohydrates become sugar in your body. It's all sugar. It's all sugar. And the part of your brain that gets triggered by an opiate, like a heroin, is the same part of your brain that gets triggered when you eat sugar. That is where the addiction lies. I took pleasure in food, but I still take pleasure in food. That wasn't said right. I always take pleasure in food. Everyone takes pleasure in food. That's why our major holidays are centered around food. It's an enjoyable experience. It brings people together. When I was eating as a binge eater, I wasn't taking pleasure in that food. I was taking pleasure in the release that it gave me. I was taking pleasure in the fact that I could rely on it. I was taking pleasure in the fact that it created a new problem for me to deal with, so I didn't have to deal with the problem that was sitting in front of me. And let me tell you, when it got to be 1 a.m. and I was working on my calorie number 9,000 out of 10,000 that I had bought myself to consume in a night, it did not feel good. But at that point in time, I couldn't stop. If I bought myself this much food to binge on, I'm going to eat this much food. And it hurt. It hurts. It hurts everyone who goes through these behaviors. It hurts really bad. You're not a food addict if you don't get to that point where you're doing it and you don't know why, because it hurts. And people out there who've gone through this know what I'm talking about. It's real. It's real. There's so many people out there who are so quick to make fun of it. And I can understand why. Fat people are funny, you know? Like, it's pretty common in our society to make fun of people that are overweight, even more so growing up. It's becoming less PC these days to make fun of somebody who's overweight, which is wonderful. It'll still happen to people who are school age, but I go back and I look at, like, I rewatch my favorite shows that I watched as I was growing up, and there's no bother in making fun of somebody who's fat. It's just an easy joke. It's really kind of lazy comedy writing, if you ask me. People who are overweight, who are in the public eye, who are popular, are typically there because they're comedians. So you can be a star if you're fat, but you had better be funny. And that's still true for the most part, as far as I can see, in the public eye these days also. And that's where I found my place growing up, especially in high school and college, the funny fat girl. Because that's where I could be accepted. That's where I could make my mark. That's what I could do as a fat person. If I wanted to be liked by people, I could be the funny fat person. That's all you get. So that's what I did. I think we've gone off the course of the video at this point. That happens. So, why weight loss surgery? Weight loss surgery happened because I am a food addict and I needed a tool to stop myself from my addiction. Now, here's the rub. I work in addiction. I'm a registered nurse. My chosen field is addiction recovery. I've worked with anorexics, bulimics. I've worked with binge eaters, which is the ironic part. I have worked in addiction recovery in a hospital setting from drugs and alcohol. And I'm drawn to this field because this is a field that I understand. I understand it really, really well, not just from books. I live it all the time. So if I can be there for somebody else who's going through it, it makes me feel like A, I have a leg to stand on, and B, like I'm really doing something good because I need the help that they need. So I understand how badly they need it. If you are addicted to drugs or alcohol, you can detox. It is painful. It is really scary sometimes. Sometimes it's not, to be honest. I've seen both. You can detox, you can go off of it, and then you can continue to live your life abstaining from it. If you are addicted to, I don't know, whatever else, shopping, you can abstain. Porn, you can abstain. Everyone knows where I'm going with this. You cannot abstain from food or else you will die. So being a food addict sucks. I would rather be any other kind, if I'm being honest, because food's in your face a few times a day for the rest of your life, and you have to face your demon every single day. However, the surgery is a good tool because for at least a year of your life, you are forced to have a somewhat healthier relationship with food because you can only put so much of it in your body, and you immediately feel the difference if you put the wrong things in versus the right things, and it impacts your quality of life. Not that being fat doesn't impact your quality of life. Being super morbidly obese sucks and sucked more 50 pounds ago. That's why weight loss surgery, other than trying to go at this on my own. I've been trying to go at this on my own since the age of 8, when it was the first time it was brought to my attention that how I was wrong. And at 30, I got my cancer diagnosis, and I said, I have spent 22 years of my life trying to correct this problem, and I could potentially have 12 years left. And I'll be damned if I'm going to spend those 12 years uncomfortable in my skin and battling this every single day. I can't do it. So that's where my motivation came from. This is going to be my tool. And for so many other people out there who are considering the surgery or who have had this surgery, that's what it is. It's not a magic pill. Listen, every one of us who's had the surgery knows it's not a magic pill. And if you're out there thinking about the surgery and you've done any kind of research, if you're clicking on this video, I assume you've done research, then you know it's not a magic pill. I think the only people who don't know it's not a magic pill are the people who criticize it, because they've done fuck all research, but congratulations to them for having good genes and not having to worry about having this kind of addiction. And it's really easy for them to judge. Whew, I'm getting heated. Can you guys see me getting heated? Jesus Christo. Anyway, that's why. That's why weight loss surgery. I'm sure I've left out a point or two that I would like to have covered, but that's why. That's why weight loss surgery. It's a tool, and it helps those of us who have a strong addiction to food. That's the point of view, that's the perspective that I can bring to it. Hi, puppy. Hi. Hi, sweetie girl. I should put you a bed in here so you're not always freaked out. My dog can sense when I'm upset. She's here to comfort me. Other people get the surgery for different reasons too. I know there's a ton of people who the weight has crept up over the years, and they're just having trouble losing it, and this really helps them. And they're really good at diet and exercise, but it's not necessarily helping them. But that's not the perspective that I can come from. I can come from the binge eating, psychologically addicted perspective and tell you how real it is. I don't consider myself an expert, but it is something that I've done, and I've devoted a lot of my attention and life's work to. So I'm here to tell you that that's why. If you disagree, let me know. If you agree, let me know. If you have questions, let me know. If you have comments, let me know. I love YouTube, and I love that it's a community, and I love that it fosters conversation. So let me know in the comments what you think. My dog needs me right now. I have to go. My name is Allie. My channel is Allie Shares, and thank you for stopping by. Bye, lovelies.